Hello, and welcome to Moscato and Tea. This is the show for all things beauty, business, and community with your hosts, Inez and Chiquita, keeping it raw, real, and unfiltered.
Are we ready?
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you? I'm just trying to do you. Instead of going, hello, hello, hello. I was like,
I know. I was trying to change it up because today is all about you.
hello.
So I was trying to say, I was trying to change it up, switch it up on you, keep it spicy.
Keep it spicy, sexy.
Yeah, I know. But today is all about you because
stop it. You're flattering me too much.
You're a mess. We talked about this early on, and you said that it's going to be launching in December, and it's December now, and you know me, I'm ready for it because I've been bugging you forever. And so I know this is just the beginning of many, many things, but please tell the audience, everybody, not only did you launch your whole new website, but you have a new skincare line. So yes, let us know about it.
Yeah, perfect. So, yes. So during this time of COVID, being in California and my industry, aesthetics, being shut down so dramatically, I had to kind of rethink my career. For the first time in a long time, I had to rethink, did I want to stay in this industry? What if I can't open my salon? What's going to happen and what it is? And while I was not able to see clients, I had clients reaching out quite a bit like, hey, Inez, how do I take care of my wax, my ingrowns? I need something. So I decided to take some of my life savings and some savings, life savings, in case emergency savings, and decided to do a product line. It's been in the making for a really long time, but being that, I'm the kind of person that does 50 million things at one time, and then I get kind of frustrated because I didn't finish the one thing that I really wanted to do. And so, yes, and it's been on the back burner forever. And so I was going to start off with a whole skincare line, but as I was talking and I built a team to help me launch this new product and what it was, we really kind of focused and narrowed down because I have my not imagination, but the way I think is huge. Like it's humongous. So I'm thinking like if I want to do one thing, it's like 12. And sometimes you can't, it's kind of like you got to zone in and zero in and bring it down. So with my team of people that I got and it did, we narrowed it down and we decided that since I'm known from waxing and all of that, we decided the best bet for me to start on my journey of retail and bringing out great, amazing products to clients and to consumers was an ingrown treatment.
Okay.
So
tell us about that.
Yes. So I have an ingrown serum. I have one that I formulated with a formulator and a company, my manufacturer. We really got into it, and I formulated a ingrown treatment for women, and I did an ingrown treatment for men. So it's not a one product for men or women. It's actually one for women and one for men. And the reason I did this, and the reason I did this was because I find that men's needs are different than women's needs. Yes, ingrowns are ingrowns, but there's certain things that men need and want that women don't need, right? And so, it's a natural based ingrown serum. It's not an oil. It's not a roll-on. It's not a liquid. It's a serum. This is amazing, you guys. It is light. It's to the touch. It absorbs great into the skin because it's a serum. And I find that there is no serums. There's either oil-based or good. So we really wanted to come up with something luxurious and something really amazing. Because here's the thing. When we think of luxury, we always think of face, right? We're willing to spend $100, $150 on our serum for our face, all of this. But when it comes to our body, and how we feel about ourselves and what it is. Our body is huge. So like if you do intimate waxing, so if you do Brazilian for a woman or Brazilian for a guy, all of this, a lot of products, or even underarm waxing or whatever, a lot of products out here are very medicine-y and very strong and very like, and you hate it, right? And it's not like you're like, oh my God, I gotta put this on, da da da. I wanted it to be luxurious. I wanted it to feel like you're putting on something luxurious and expensive to make you feel good. Because we wax for a reason, right? Because we want to feel good, we want to feel sexy, we want to, keep it clean. So that's what this serum does. It really makes you feel good. It feels nice. It doesn't burn. It doesn't sting. You put it on and you feel like you're putting on something super luxurious like you would for your face, but in your waxing area. So your private parts, you can use on your underarms. Anywhere you wax on your full body, you can use it anywhere. So I wanted to change kind of the perception of ingrown treatments and ingrown stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's a lot of times most people need something, but they don't like it. Why? Because they're like, ooh, it stings, it burns, it smells. And I find that men's sense and what they want are way different than women.
Okay.
So a lot of times guys will use stuff that women have, their girlfriends, but they'll do it on the under as long as it doesn't smell too girly.
Yeah.
Right? Guys like some fresh, clean, they want to feel fresh and clean, on their face, they want to feel fresh, clean, soothe. So it's the serum that they can use for their face and this scent is all natural based. It's not artificial scents. It's not that. It all comes from the ingredients that are used to create, and it's nice and clean and fresh to the point where if a woman wanted to use a man's formula, they could. I mean, it's interactive, but there's certain specifics that, I wanted for the men. And then the women's is very nice. It's sexy. It smells pretty. It smells romantic. It smells so for you to, when you put it on, you feel really good about your area because, Brazilian, when you Brazilian wax, people wax to make it look pretty and look nice. They don't want it to be all angry. And then they put something on there like, oh, I wanted it to feel like I can't wait to put this on because I'm feeling good about myself and things are looking good.
That's listen. And one of us with that, because you know how I am. This is good for people that have sensitive skin because
absolutely
any and everything I use, I'm constantly messing with you, texting you.
Yes.
Can I use this? Do you think this works on my skin? Because I'm constantly breaking out.
Absolutely. This formulation was, we went through a couple formulations till we finally got this one. This one's great. It's for even the most sensitive skin. My daughter has super, super sensitive skin. I mean, I think she's a little bit even more sensitive than you. She was my one of my major guinea pigs on it, like one of my major ones. And she's obsessed with it now. She loves it. She uses it every day. We're really going in. We're finding that ingrowns, it's one of those things. It's almost like an acne medication. Like, you purge, it pulls everything out. And then eventually you just start seeing really nice, clean, areas and bikini. I'm super excited about it. It's been in the making for years. This isn't something that I just decided to do. It's been in the making for years. It's just now with COVID, it allowed me to go ahead and pursue something in this area. So, yes, I will be selling them online on my website. Definitely, you could go on there. Really will be launching soon enough, coming out. I'm a perfectionist, a little bit too much to a fault. But my packaging, everything, the website, everything, it was all encompassed to try to get this going.
Well, next question, because I know a lot of, people in your industry or trying to get in your industry and want to get into that position of starting their own brand. What would you tell them? I know don't automatically just pour all your money into anything that just seems like it's going to be legit. What steps would you tell them to do if they do want to pursue their own type of line or go with a company? Like, what's the best route?
I think really do your research. Like
Mm-hmm.
really understand what it is that you're trying to accomplish and what is it your end goal. Like
Mm-hmm.
what is it that you want? And then really go out there. I search for the searching for the manufacturer has been years in coming. This isn't one just like, oh, one day I've been searching and researching and looking, talking, interviewing, trying to find the perfect manufacturer that understood what I
Mm-hmm.
wanted and what my
Mm-hmm.
product line I wanted. When I did find that manufacturer that literally understood everything I was saying, did not even hesitate. I mean, I couldn't even finish my sentence, and they were finishing my sentence for me and understanding what I wanted. And that was the selling point for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the selling point. And understand your budget. Know what you
Yeah.
can and can't afford, right? And give yourself
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of wiggle room. I
Okay.
told them my budget, and they worked with my budget.
Mm-hmm.
That was another thing, finding a manufacturer that wants to see you grow and is willing to work with your budget
Mm-hmm.
and understood what I was coming out and how I wanted and made it happen for me.
Okay.
Really having that connection with your manufacturer, your
Mm-hmm.
chemist, the people that are around, and understanding and like legit my manufacturer, I'll call them I literally send an email within 24 hours or less. They're responding to my email. I
Mm-hmm.
have any
Okay.
questions. We do meetings. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
even have to we do meetings. They were really inspirational on rebranding myself with my product.
That's what I was going to say. The branding and the packaging looks clean and sleek. It is not over, saturated with so much, stuff. I know a lot of people tend to
Mhm.
throw in and everything on packaging, but I like yours is very clean. And this isn't, biasness. Like I'm a
Honest.
consumer
No,
just
and
as much as you're my friend. I'm a consumer as
absolutely, and
well, and I
first,
would tell you in a minute, oh, I don't like this, oh, this is not working
I
for me or
know.
whatever. But this is
I love it.
really, yeah, this
And
is
that's what I
really
mean.
like. Mhm.
No, for sure. And that's why I'm saying my manufacturer who helped me with my packaging and my branding understood what I wanted. And so
Mhm.
when I expressed what I wanted to them, they came to me with multiple here. This is the ones we got. Which one do you like? I was like, you
Mhm.
nailed it here. Here's the
Yeah.
deal. And my manufacturer also, which was amazing, also, understanding my brand and who I am was like, okay, they looked at my website, they did all kinds of things, and they're like, hey, you're going to have to take it up a notch. So let
Mhm.
me help you get, a marketing plan. Let me get you a marketing. Let me help you
Yes.
get to the right web designer. Let me, again, it's your choice if you want to do it or not, but we highly
Mhm.
recommend it with what you're bringing out. And like
Yeah.
my if you're bringing out a simple 1-2 thing, for sure, what you got is good. But the type of product you're bringing out and the type
Mhm.
of chemistry and the thing that I did, it was important to take it up a notch. So I did. It wasn't part of my plan,
Mhm.
to be honest. I just really was just like, oh, the product. But it was as I went in and realized it's been so much better. Like
Mhm.
my website is amazing. My social media is so much better because it's
Yeah.
all encompassed with my brand.
Mhm. It
And
fits. I,
yes, yes, and they
fit
introduced
on
me
it.
to the right people. That's another
That's
thing. If
it.
your excuse me, girl, I just had a little bit of whatever. But if you're a manufacturer, the whole key is having the right team around you.
Mhm.
The manufacturing company that I work with is a small it's a small company. They are very they are small, they're growing. So I really like that personal one-on-one. We do Zoom. They're in by the way, everyone, all my products are US made. It's made in the US.
Oh,
That
that's
was
good.
really
That's
key
good.
for me to
Yes.
be able to say it was made in the US. So trying to
Mhm.
find a US manufacturer that understood what I wanted was
Mhm.
difficult, and it's not easy to find, and it was a lot of work. So
Mhm.
what I do, what was a lot of work. So what we can do is that we can post it on our Instagram.
Mhm.
We could do, and you could go in there if you're interested in manufacturing skincare products. highly recommend this company. Again, they were amazing. They do pretty much anything that has to do in the beauty industry. But,
That's perfect.
Yes, the fact that I could email, we do Zoom calls. They hit me up. They're quick to respond to me. I didn't like my formulation. They were no problem. Let's get to the next one. Let's get to the next one. It was all inclusive in my my project. The projection and what they told me it was going to cost. They stuck to it. Like honestly. I've had other people say things and then they'll come back and be like, oh, well, they're like, no, this is the price we gave you. This is what we're going to work with. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get you high quality products. That's what I'm talking about. So understanding your product and your brand and what you're trying to convey to the consumer, your manufacturer or your chemist or whoever you're working with has to understand that. So when I said I wanted clean and simple, that's exactly what they delivered.
Okay, perfect.
Clean and simple. Easy. I don't ever feel like I'm bothering them. I don't ever feel like there's not any question I can't answer. If there's a question I have, that 50 million, they have more than one solution to resolve the question. Same with my social media team and my website. Same thing. My web designer, amazing. He's more on top of it than I am. Like I legit will send me a breakdown of all the things, this and that. Like it's been I have to say, considering during this time, it's been the most gratifying experience. I hear a lot of people saying they're having nightmares and they had a bad time, but I cannot say that my team, because they are my team now, has been the most greatest, amazing, highly recommended team ever. I don't care sharing. I'll be like, yo, y'all need them too because they're amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. And do you see, I know we've talked in the past, but let everybody else kind of know. Do you see yourself expanding with them, adding more products to the line?
Yes. Oh yeah, we've already talked about it. It's in the near future. But more, and which is great. I love them because they're like, hey, you want to do more stuff? We're more than happy to do more stuff with you if you want to do it right now. But their suggestion was like, let's start on one. Let's focus on this one. Let's get this going, and then from here we can build. Which I love because I've talked to other manufacturers. They want to shove 50 things down my throat, and I might be like, oh, I only want this and that. And they're like, no, they were like, yo, we could do whatever you want. You want to do everything? We can. But from our perspective and being who we are and what we're trying to convey, I think let's focus on this one first and then we go from there. So I'm super excited about that because I'm already in the works and plans for my next and the next and the next.
Awesome. And people can go to your website to purchase this today?
Yes. They can go to the website. Yes. And they can go to Waxing by Inez at waxingbyinez.com, and they can go ahead and see the product there, kind of go in. It's not only is it like I'm selling products, but due to the fact that I still do clients, if you're in California and you want to see me and you're in the LA area, you can book your appointments with me as well. The whole key was to be able to give people a part of me if they can't be, if they can't see.
Yeah.
So that's what my ingrown product is coming from.
And are you still, I know you we talked briefly about this. Are you still teaching classes, but kind of virtual now?
Virtual classes. I'm teaching virtually. They can kind of see that as well. They can go, we'll put that on the Instagram as well. They can go to 360 Education, Wellness Education. If you're an esthetician or a cosmetologist, you have to be licensed, but you can take any of my classes. There's all kinds of classes that we got going on. We're doing live streaming classes, which we're going to, it's super excited for the new year. There are some on-demand classes as well that are, I created with 360 Wellness, and girl, that was a lot of work as well. Yeah, but the classes are amazing. And so it's been as much as this virus has been in, it's been a year of the last couple of 9 months, 10 months of growth. That's why I've been so MIA. I'm the kind of person who I don't like to tell what I'm doing. I just work in quiet. And then I just come out with 50 million things. And people are like, what are you doing? That's just me.
I
That's the
know
way
when I
I
saw
work.
it, I was like, "Oh my God, finally she has it out." So I was
Yeah,
very
she finally
excited.
has something.
Um,
I know. I appreciate you because I've been talking about it and talking about it. And it's just,
yes.
I think time and opportunity
Mhm.
I'm doing it. It's in the works, but it wasn't that it wasn't in the works. It was just
Mhm.
every time I would find somebody that I thought was
Mhm.
a great fit for my brand as far as manufacturing, something would go down and I'd be like, you know what, I'm cool. They're not
Mhm.
responding or they want too
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
They're not adhering to my budget, those kinds of things. So finally, I found what I was looking for and it's finally coming
Awesome.
out.
Thank God. And I appreciate that it's for everybody. And that's what, when we say support small businesses, um, especially this, holiday, past holidays and stuff like that. This is what we're talking about. People that we know that are actually making the products, safe products for us. We really need to support because, people are quick to go to these major brands and, get the Kylies and all that stuff, but let's also support our local small business companies and get them out there just as much. This is one of those times where social media can be a good thing. So hopefully, we will see you everywhere with the product line and expanding and everything like that. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, and
And kind of close it out. You want to just tell them once again where the website is and all that stuff and social media?
absolutely. Yep. And again, I appreciate you saying small business. Like I am a small business. I didn't have a big team and
Hmm.
a big team, but I had a good team enough to be able to do this. So support you guys.
Hmm.
It's a good product. Like I really
Yes.
put my heart and soul into this.
Hmm.
So you can you could go to waxingbyinez.com. You could go there, or you could even go to Waxing by Inez on Instagram,
Hmm.
Waxing by Inez on Facebook and Twitter. It's Waxing by Inez. Everything is Waxing by Inez.
Hmm.
So I
Make it simple
appreciate
and
that.
easy.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to, we'll talk about it in the new year when you
Yes.
get your little press fun kit. And,
Oh, like what?
I
Oh, this
know.
is my first one.
I got a couple of people, in particular outside of that I think about. But yeah, you're in the press, honey. You do books, you do all kinds of things.
You
You're
know,
you in your own right mind are a big wig.
listen, I'm just, now that you brought that up, I'm actually going to put it in my next book about one of my, in my story. I'm going to have one of my characters use the product. So
See?
thank you. You
Okay.
gave me a good
Thank
idea.
you. Thank you.
Awesome. Well,
Awesome.
lady, it's been a wonderful once again catching up with you. I am very happy, very excited about the new line, and I can't wait to use it. And hopefully, everybody will, log on to the website and make some purchases.
Yeah.
Holidays, Christmas
You
coming
know.
up.
uh,
These
yeah, for sure.
different weather changes that, so we need to get that product out there, people. So
Uh,
make sure you check her out. And we appreciate you guys listening. And
Oh,
we will talk to you next time.
yes,
Bye.
yes. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening. Take a little time to enjoy your brand of Moscato and Tea with us every day. Subscribe, rate, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and MoscatoandTea.com.